It is great to have you back here at Coin Lady channel. Are you doing well? We have this piece from the Coin Telegraph on how to make Ethereum cheap again, an upgrade that will be available on March 13th, and our plans to increase the block size and decrease the cost of transactions. But what are we actually talking about? Do mainnet transactions come to mind? Issues with the Layer 2 scaling solutions have arisen since things have gotten so out of hand with this blockchain. According to their calculations, the fees for those Layer 2s can go as high as $82 in the event of a bull run. With this news upgrade, they hope to address this issue. The fact that Ethereum has been so successful is a contributing factor. As an added bonus, this blockchain is seeing a lot of demand, with a large number of genuine transactions. Is this the best long-term solution if scaling solutions are already experiencing issues like these? The infrastructure's viability is uncertain, so I believe it's important to familiarize yourself with other chains, such as other Layer 1 smart contract blockchains. Once again, I am very certain that Ethereum will dominate the next bull run. Secondly, I believe that Layer 2s will be successful. As someone who believes in the power of optimism, I predict that it will be successful. Though in the long run. What exactly is this blockchain technology? This has spiraled out of hand. The scaling solutions that were meant to be a temporary remedy are now part of the blueprint for the Ethereum blockchain, and even they seem like they're going to have problems. You need such competitive chains, and we'll make sure you're familiar with the Ethereum blockchain. The moment has arrived for Cardano, Atom's polka-dotted cryptocurrency, to begin making inroads into the market and wreaking havoc during the next bull run, in my opinion. Possible negative news for Coinbase regarding the low Bitcoin ETF. What this article is trying to say is that there is a low-cost, very safe way to invest in Bitcoin. Will this hurt Coinbase and other businesses in the long run because people will put their money there instead of, say, BlackRock or another exchange? Of course, there will be some short-term impact from exchange fees on crypto, but in the long run, even without ETFs, crypto exchange fees will eventually go down to zero. Just like with stocks, crypto exchanges will need to find other ways to make money. This won't affect Coinbase or any other exchange in the near future, though. Out of more than 5,500 ETFs, BlackRock Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF, BTBT, and Fidelity's Bitcoin Trust, FTTC, both had record-breaking debut months, 30 years, in the market. Some are wondering if this was a success, but according to Bloomberg intelligence data, both BTTC and BLK have raised over $3 billion in the first 17 trading days. Everything about this is perfect. Since the approval of that ETF, the first of many crypto ETFs, we are merely at the beginning of a tremendous historical moment. Moving ahead, we will observe what happens. I made a video about it when it came out, but Larry Fink was also there, praising Bitcoin ETFs, Tokenize.com, BlackRock's intentions to dominate the fractional ICE market, and the general consensus that ETFs are simply pools of equities or assets. In reality, though, they see this as a means to tokenize all assets on a global scale. That includes your home, Bitcoin, gold, and any other valuable asset. The goal is to package all of these assets in exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and allow investors to buy them all. Imagine a world where you own nothing and are happy. Here, that is their overarching strategy. The ETF framework is going to be blockchain-based, the future will be tokenized, and it will most certainly be a very dark place. This is already happening with stocks, crypto gold, and other such assets. Fascinating fact, out of 5 million active accounts on the XRP ledger, hardly 20,000 have utilized the XRP ledger stacks in the past month. That's fewer than 1% of customers taking advantage of this fantastic set of features. We don't have any of the main stable coins, thus that's one reason why there aren't many high-quality assets to trade for. While there is Tether, Circles, USDC, and other potential assets, I believe it would be very beneficial if we could secure one or two of them. We require a stable coin and more engaging assets. A small number of projects are utilizing the XRP ledger. However, this got me thinking about the tools we use to access the DUX, and I must say, Wind has truly outdone themselves with their software compared to my initial wallet, Toast. So, who gets to go on the DEX and play around with them? His work in developing that capability and providing us with a fantastic wallet is just remarkable. IO utilize XRP GateHub for dollars, euros, and casino coins, but when you look at the process that really uses the DEX, other than a couple important problems, my perspective is different. Aside from that, purchasing an asset might be a bit of a hassle. I even went so far as to whine about it in an effort to win over Twitter users. This isn't that difficult, he was telling me. You can see that he's searching for the expector coin address, making a copy, and then transferring it to his wallet really quickly. What a genius. However, for the rest of us mortals, this is an issue and a source of some discomfort. I get it, the point is to prevent you from buying the wrong coin or experiencing too much slippage, both of which could lead to the loss of your funds and other valuables. On the other hand, I can see how some individuals might be able to breeze through this if they're very gifted, but I think most people will become frustrated and never utilize it. Therefore, I believe that our tools also play a role. We witness Mickey's revitalization, so I'm crossing my fingers that they can find a temporary solution. He interjected, clarifying that he was already familiar with the application in question and asking why anyone would have bothered to peruse the Solomon docs and the X apps. However, discovering this extremely specialized set of features will require users to sift through reams of documentation and navigate via an app, which is obviously not going to happen. Furthermore, you must have extremely simple access. So, if you've never used the Uniswap app before, I highly recommend giving it a try. There's no need to make any trades whatsoever. However, after installation, the primary interface element is a search bar. This allows you to quickly find the coin you want to purchase. After clicking on it, you can proceed to purchase it. And that's all there is to it, it's that simple. Finding a trust line and doing all that other tedious things is not necessary. Therefore, I believe it is necessary to somewhat close the gap using our tools between the two competing demands of being safe and being conscious. But we also require accessibility that is straightforward to use. Additionally, I am aware of when we will reach a satisfactory equilibrium regarding it. We should have a lot more than just one large-time wallet, and the fact that there isn't more is unacceptable. They're currently working on the application, and maybe more will join the market to compete. However, the XRP Ledger's current tools are far from ideal. Logging into that toolbox and using that dated system makes it seem like it was made a decade ago. It isn't exactly the friendliest thing, you know. We hope that there are some improvements there. Then, perhaps, more people will use the DEX due of its powerful combination of features. However, it is largely ineffective. As if he doesn't think the system is fantastic, assuming that just 20,000 users make an effort out of 5 million accounts. Plus, it's effective. And it's amazing. And sorting all of this out in AMS will likely result in excellent liquidity. However, if it is bothersome and difficult to use, then it will not be used. Yes, that is my whole argument. And once again, you know, not criticizing when someone has performed exceptionally well. I do believe, though, that we should strengthen this and make it more user-friendly. I simply want to say that. Regarding his comment from the AFM disaster, Daniel made a very valid argument. According to him, this community has demonstrated that there are mechanisms to ensure that no one person or group may exert undue influence. Above everything else, that is what matters most to him. It is a difficult scenario. You could see the conflict unfolding on Twitter in real time, with individuals attacking each other. I agree. But that is the truth. That's just how things are. Plus, Ripple was not given their ideal outcome. Plus, they had to accommodate the needs of others who were uneasy with the system before it was prepared. It was the community, not an individual, that fulfilled its role. Additionally, he mentioned that the subsequent Ripple has demonstrated their ability to be adaptable, swift, and overcome obstacles, which has instilled a great deal of confidence in him. I believe that they are preparing to unleash their full potential here, and I agree with you. The long-awaited, well-planned changes are finally here, and I couldn't be more excited about the increased capability they will provide. I believe that with a few more adjustments to this ecosystem, namely by making the tools a bit better, we can significantly increase those numbers. Using the XRP ledger, which is probably the most exciting feature, is starting to get there, and I predict that its use will explode during the next bull run on-chain. Also, beginning with Ripple, they intend to move a lot of their operations onto the blockchain, which should increase the visibility and liquidity of the XRP ledger. I believe it will be much more practical because of it. In the comments, please share your thoughts. Please subscribe and like as always. Goodbye for now.